everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you guys can see, it is a much longer video than what I normally post on my channel. And I'm honestly so excited. I can't even explain how excited that I am. And actually, you guys, I just recorded this whole entire voiceover and I didn't even have my mic plugged in. So I apologize if I do repeat anything because honestly, I'm trying to remember. I'll be trying to remember all of the things that I have explained and maybe that I haven't in this video. So just kind of giving you a heads up on that. So one of the newest exciting things, if you guys do follow me on Twitter, you'll definitely be seeing my process on this. So I have been trying for a while to figure out like my computer. I use the MacBook Pro and I actually have like the smallest available storage that I bought. I just really wanted to get it, and that's kind of, I don't know, the only way that I could have got it is if I got like the smallest amount of storage, because they are a very expensive computer. I've wanted one for so many years and I saved for so long that once I started doing these Sims videos, I had so much like on my computer like that took into the storage that I could only record like an hour and a half a build. So I always felt like, I don't know, like my builds weren't completely complete, because it was almost like every time I would do a build or like an apartment that I was on like some kind of like time challenge, because everything had to be done within an hour and a half, and everything would just shut down. Like my screen recording program, it would just stop because there was nowhere to put any of the content because it was so full on my computer. And that's kind of why I did so many apartment builds, because honestly, they are the quickest things, because you don't actually have to like build the house. So because I mean like three quarters, most of like the first third of this video is like me doing like the actual build of the house. So doing apartments, you don't have to do that. You can't even like change the windows if you want to. So it kind of helps speed the process up, and that's kind of why I did so many of those, just because time wise, like it worked best for my computer. So I will still definitely be doing apartments. I mean, I love doing apartments, and I've really been enjoying like doing some of the new ones that like, because I kind of have my favorites, as you guys know. Like a lot of the apartments I've kind of redone like a couple times, so I feel like now that I actually am able to record longer videos, I can't wait to actually attempt to do like a penthouse. And I think I did like a penthouse like, I don't know, 2 months ago maybe, but it was so simple and I wasn't completely happy with it because it, like I said, it was such a quick build for me. So I'll definitely be doing some penthouse builds and some of those larger apartments that are like 2 and 3 stories. Like I cannot honestly wait to do different things with those as well. So one of the most common things that you guys have been requesting is to do some larger like family kind of homes, and that was really difficult for me because I just couldn't do it. And the only way that I would have been able to do something like that is kind of like what I did with the Tuscan duplex, is to do it in like 2 and 3 parts. And I just didn't really want to do that because each of those are only like 10 to 12 minutes long. So I kind of just wanted to figure out how I was able to do this and just kind of put up a longer video. So I actually ended up calling Best Buy because the only like store that we really have in our town is like Walmart. And sometimes when you go in there, like just saying like, sometimes they don't know like everything that you need to know, as opposed to like going to a store completely based on like electronic things. I just feel like they kind of know like a little bit more. So I ended up calling Best Buy, which is like 3 hours away from me. And I thought like I would just call first before actually driving all the way there. And I kind of let them know my issues, that I was only able to do like an hour of screen recording. I need to do blah, blah, blah. So he ended up saying like external hard drives. And people have told me that before, like you just need an external hard drive. But honestly, you guys, I have no idea anything about technology. When it comes to these like longer worded items, like it's intimidating, like when you don't know. Like I keep everything basic. I film on QuickTime, I edit on iMovie just because it like came with my computer. When I used to do my channel earlier with like the beauty videos, I used to use Movie Maker. So I keep everything basic, and to actually like move into something that has like a little more work to it, it's honestly really scary, but I really wanted to be able to improve my videos. I've been getting a lot more of you guys subscribing, and it's honestly so exciting for me. I have more than doubled my videos in the doubled my subscribers in the last month, and it's so motivating for me to like really improve on my builds and really take this serious. So I did call. He recommended the My Passport external, and I ended up going on Google after I spoke to him. He gave me like a few tips because he said he had like the same computer I had, and Walmart actually had like the thing that he recommended. So I ended up going with the WD My Passport Ultra. I got the 1 terabyte, and I think it was like around $80 at Walmart. So just to keep in mind, I am Canadian. So if you are from the States, I mean, there's definitely going to be like a price issue there. So it'll probably be like $60, maybe $55. I don't know how that works, but anyways, I ended up using that. It took forever for me to figure it out, but I did get help on Twitter. I can't remember who it was, but I've left all the like tweets and replies are still there, but she helped me figure out kind of. And on YouTube, you can definitely go and find anything that you need to find for any kind of help on YouTube. So I actually had to reformat it first, and I was getting so stressed out. I actually thought it wasn't like Mac compatible, because I also posted a picture of like, because I got this, and I also got like a gaming mouse that like glowed, and I was so excited, and it wasn't Mac compatible. So like if I plugged the mouse in, it would like light up. But when I tried to install the software, because like it's a programmable mouse, it was actually wired. I don't mind that. And the actual disc itself, it was only for like Windows, so I haven't returned it. I have it in the bag. I do have to return that, but I definitely want to get a new mouse. I don't know. I'm kind of like used to using the trackpad now, but I don't know. So I had such a hard time, like speaking about this build, I actually had such a hard time figuring out what kind of floor that I wanted to go with, just because like I wanted to keep this like a really cozy, traditional, like family home, but I felt like down in the downstairs, I used all wooden furniture, wooden decor, like really cozy country kind of theme, and I felt like using the wooden floor, like the brown wood floor, it kind of made it look a little bit too like elder granny-ish looking. And I do end up changing it to black. I feel like it just kind of makes it a little bit more like young family. So in the upstairs, I actually put 3 bedrooms, a full bathroom, and then the hallway upstairs is large. So this kitchen is actually like, I kind of just wanted to make this like a normal like gallery kind of kitchen. There's like a lot of counter space. I put 2 stoves, there's a sink, because I feel like the stoves take up a lot more of the Sims time, and I feel like they don't use the sink as much. So I do end up putting a dishwasher, I put a garbage can, I put a lot of the things that I normally don't work with, and I felt like it just kind of completed it. And I just kind of pulled the kitchen a little bit further like up on that side, just to kind of match with the stairs. I felt like it just kind of made it a little bit more proportionate. And then I kind of kept the dining room over in that area as well. And I did put a lot of clutter in this house. I used a lot of the potted plants and like decor items and things like that, because I really wanted this to be like a cluttered, really lived in like looking house. And if you guys did end up wanting to download this into your game, I always make sure to post everything into the gallery. So I believe I listed this as Cozy Family Home or Cozy Family House. So if you use the hashtag KrystinMyrieXo, I always put everything that I build in there using that hashtag. So I believe this also costed around 93,000 simoleons, give or take some. So it's definitely not a cheap house, but I feel like this is definitely like a must-have for any of your families. It's so large, and I really like how the layout turned out. When I was doing like the outside of the house, I tried to like keep in mind like how the inside was going to lay out with like the walls pushed out and things like that. So I feel like this is the perfect size for a dining room, and I do end up using a dresser just because I feel like it's such a nice side table, and it just kind of matched with like the theme. So you guys will see lots of clutter. I do end up putting that bar area there. I kind of wish we had like that kind of bar that didn't glow, just to kind of like fit in with like, I don't know, this style. So you guys, this is where I'm adding in a lot of the clutter. I do end up changing that, like I go back and forth because I had so much time. It was awesome. I didn't have to feel rushed. I was actually listening to some Howard Stern interviews. And which ones did I listen to? I listened to the one where he was interviewing what is his name? The one that played Zoolander. I don't know. Ben something, the one that played Steinfeld. He's a comedian. He's hilarious. And then Gwyneth Paltrow, I think, was one of the other ones. And as you guys can tell, I'm kind of getting limited on what to listen to. So I haven't listening to like a lot of interviews. Usually I listen to like 2020, but honestly, whenever I go to like put on a new one, it always shows that I've watched it. So I kind of hit the end of the road with 2020. And I'm actually still trying to figure out how to use SoundCloud. That's where I've been listening to like all of the Shane Dawson podcasts, and I started watching or listening to Jenna and Julian's podcast, but I don't know, I'm not really into theirs as much. But leave me some recommendations, maybe on some different things you watch on YouTube that is like a lot of talking, podcasts, interviews, or from SoundCloud. I definitely would like to know. Sometimes I even put on like chapter reading from books, so I just like to have something going in the background. And I don't like putting my TV on because sometimes I kind of just get distracted, and it's kind of, I don't know, leaves blanks in my videos, and it ends up taking longer than expected. So this isn't the color of floor that I end up going with. So you will see I just changed the floor a million times, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the floor. And I don't use any custom content in my builds, so just to let you guys know, this is all in-game items that either come with like a pack, and honestly, I hope that we get pets. You guys might have seen, if you are on Twitter, that somebody, like some of these like people that either make modded custom content or things like that, when they're going through the files, like that's kind of how the leak for vampires got out, was just by like people finding somebody actually seen the image of the zombie walk, and then I forget what, maybe it was bats or something like that, and then there was like some pictures of like the baby vampires, and some of that kind of information has come out like the same as pets. We haven't got any information, but somebody has found where it shows like small dog, large dog, and cat. So I'm fingers crossed hoping that is the next pack after bowling that we get. So I am waiting. We should be getting bowling soon. It's like the end of February, and people were like kind of comparing this year's release timeline to last year's. So they were saying like within the next few weeks, hopefully by the beginning of March, we will get some information for when that bowling pack will be released. And I haven't been able to find it. I know I've mentioned it before, but there was some picture that came out with like the bowling pack that had a guy like dancing or jumping on a counter, and it looked like there was a stove, like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't like the stoves that we have in game. It was like the countertop version. And there was like a couple other things that I seen, and I honestly hope that that is some of the new furniture that's coming with that game pack. I cannot wait, and that's honestly I think why I'm so excited for this bowling pack, is just to see like all of these new build items, because that's kind of what I do here on my channel. So yeah, and honestly one of the other things that I was nervous about to make these like larger videos is talking, but I think I have a lot to talk about. I know in one of my other videos, it might have been like one of my toddler builds, somebody said, can you not talk? It's kind of distracting. But I don't know. Whenever I watch like speed builds take place, like I don't want to sit there for like a half an hour listening to non-copyright free music. Like, you know what I mean? I would rather just have somebody talk and just kind of like watch it. But I mean, if you don't like the talking, I mean, you can totally like use that volume and bring the volume down and put something else on. Like, it's not really that hard. But anyways, now that I am able to do some of these larger builds, next on my list, I honestly want to attempt doing that full house. And I don't know if I've already talked about it because, like I said, I did do this voiceover twice. I think I did, but that's definitely next on the list. I don't know how long it's going to take. It definitely will be interesting to try to attempt that. But I also had a comment on one of my other videos when I was mentioning, like, asking you guys for some creative sim, like, character ideas. Somebody had actually mentioned maybe possibly doing the Salvador brothers house from Vampire Diaries. So I think it's ended. I'm not too sure. I am trying to catch up, and I'm like, I think on the 2nd or 3rd episode in season 4. So that has been taking me honestly like forever. Now I'm only down to like watching 2 episodes at night. When I was first into it, I was watching, honestly, like I would be up until like 2 o'clock in the morning just watching, because there was like, it's so much to watch. Like, I don't even know how I would get through. It would take me months. So yeah, so I think I'm on season 4, so I'm definitely slowly working through. So leave any comments what different kind of like house builds you guys might like to see, even if it's not like from movies and things like that. Just different ideas. I am going to be doing penthouses. I am going to be doing some more like modern full house builds, and definitely will be going into some of the larger apartments, and I can't wait. There is this one apartment, trying to think what it's in, like the bottom right district. I think, I may be wrong, but I think that's where it is, and it has like that full entire, like the length of the apartment is like all windows. And I've been wanting to use that apartment to build for so long, but I think there's maybe 3 bedrooms. I think it's actually where the guy that wears that like really weird, funky looking tuxedo, oh, I can't think of what his name is, but I think he lives there. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, I've been wanting to work in that apartment for so long, but it is such a large apartment. I haven't even attempted it, so I definitely will be doing some of those larger apartments. So I have a lot of after pictures at the end, I think like a minute and a half. I love how this turned out. It's definitely kind of different than a lot of my apartment builds that are like more modern and girly, but I definitely wanted to take advantage and like really make this into a real traditional family home, and I really hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys are still subscribed after I talked your ear off today. So it was definitely different. I had a lot of fun doing this. And again, if you do want to download this, it is into the gallery. Just use the hashtag KrystinMyrieXo. There is still a lot of room in the upstairs. So if you guys do want to like add in some more books, oh my gosh, I'm not even at the end. I haven't even did the bedrooms. I have like 3 clips, so I was trying to figure out like how much longer. But so this is where the bathroom goes, actually in that little room. And I was going to have the upstairs a little bit more open, like I wasn't going to use those bedrooms, or the bathroom was actually going to go in the front where I end up putting the piano, but I felt like I just wanted that extra bedroom just to make it like a really large family home. And I mean, this house, you might even have a butler, so you could even like put the butler's room where I put the other, like this bedroom right here, that's what I pictured to be like the parents' house. The parents' room, and then the bedroom that's like in the far left corner, that's kind of what I built as like a teenager room. So you can just kind of switch it up a bit and make that into like a butler's area, because I think that would be really cool to have a butler here, because it's a larger house, there's going to be a lot of maintenance, upkeep, and cleaning, and there's going to be kids because there is those two kids' bedrooms, and yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I would have liked to have maybe put this on a larger plot, because I think like a pool would have been really cute to have in the backyard, or not cute, I guess. It just would have been like a really awesome extra feature to put into this house. And I mean, if you guys do want to download this house, I think you might be able to place it on a larger lot. So, I mean, if you wanted to add that white picket fence around the outside and maybe like put a pool or like a guest house, I think that would be really cool as well. So there wasn't a lot of room outside, so as you guys seen, I put maybe like a tree and just a little bit of a garden. And in this room, I did keep the beds the same. So, I mean, if you do want to use this for like a boy and girl combined, you can like switch those beds up. There is a lot of color options for that bed there. It's actually one of my favorite like preteen-ish kind of beds, because I feel like it's not like adult looking, but it's not childish. So it's definitely a good in between. And I put a lot in this room, like this, I put like the seating with the plant, they have like their computer and their lamp, and then on the other side I do put like their bookshelf and I think a teddy bear. So it definitely has that children's look, but it's still pretty like with the theme, like it's not too childish. So I mean, it's not like a toddler room, but I mean, feel free to swap those beds out and customize it, because once you guys put these in your game, you're going to have a family that you are going to want to put in these. So you're definitely probably going to be changing it around, and I would love to see if you guys do download this into your game, send me a screenshot of your family enjoying the house on Twitter. All of my social media, it's all the same, KrystinMyrieXo. So same with on Twitter, Instagram. I do have Instagram private, so just send a request. I will put you through, and I do try to post, like, you guys will see I put a lot of pictures of my dog. So her birthday actually just passed, and I went ahead, I ordered her bark box. So I have seen a lot of like reviews and things like that here on YouTube, but sometimes when I do like watch those reviews, I try to make sure to actually look at the items, because I know sometimes they hype items up maybe when they're not like as great as they like are in real life, but that honestly, it looks like a good item. I got her a year subscription, so honestly you guys, I hope it is as good as it looks. It comes with like toys and bones, and I'll definitely be posting on Twitter and Instagram once we get it, how she likes it. And if you guys are interested, she actually has her own Instagram. I am that weirdo that actually has an Instagram for her dog. So she is Lily Doodle. She's a golden doodle. She's completely spoiled. She runs the house. So definitely head over, follow her as well. Because she kind of has like some daily adventures, and we put a lot of pictures on her. So it's winter time here. We are full of snow, and the other day she actually couldn't even get out of the house to pee. So we had to like shovel the way out. It was up to our knees. We had a blizzard. It was absolutely horrible, but I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I'm starting to lose my voice. I have not talked this long on a video ever on my channel, and I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I didn't even think I would be able to do it. So let me know in the comments if you guys like watching these longer builds, longer videos, and more of me just rambling and talking nonsense and being awkward. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your guys' comments, and I really enjoy getting to know you guys and having a lot of fun in the comments with you guys. So make sure that if you do like how this video turned out, as always, give this a very big thumbs up so I know, and make sure you do subscribe if you do like watching Sims 4 videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!